Podcast is great. The episodes are easy to follow along with, and they get me through the work days. This group is always making me laugh. I particularly like Donnie's story. He does a great job storytelling. Listen to that, Donnie.
Wow.
You got a fucking fan, man.
That's
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
We got a 5-star
Awesome.
review. It's the only review I can see, but it's a 5-star review. I mean, that's fucking cool.
Wow, that's a... Well, you gotta be careful. My head's gonna get big.
He specifically mentions you, man. He loves your storytelling.
Gonna
Or
get big.
she.
I thought it was gonna
It's
get bigger.
Question,
Bigger.
is he currently flexing for the camera? I can't tell.
Hey, I'm the most
Yes,
modest
he's
one
flexing his
here.
cranium.
Hold on. No one's more modest than me.
I'm guessing he's flexing now. I'm still going through this stuff, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm saying is, bigger head to store all of the lore.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
I don't see. I just went logged into Spotify, and we don't have any reviews, no ratings.
Oh man. Whew.
I don't see any comments or anything on Spotify. Buddy, I'm doing something right now, buddy. Okay. Amazon Music. One's a little more. I can't really see much. I don't see any comments, but I'm not really signed into it either, so. The last one had a section where it showed me comments and reviews. This one doesn't seem to have that. Okay, let's see. What else do we got? Podcast Index.
Robots want to give me fucking suggestions.
You are a suggestion. A morally ambiguous suggestion.
Flipping off your Alexa
the
or
only
something?
suggestion I am is Dad offering Mom a back rub. He suggested a back rub, and here I am.
Oh.
Oh, this one's cool.
If he wants to call me a suggestion, that's the only way that makes sense.
This one, the iPodcast.
Oh, and we're live. I should watch what I'm saying. Well, hey, man, that's fine. I didn't say anything too out of pocket. We're good.
No.
What's cool about this podcast index site is it actually, some of the episodes, I don't know if you set this up, Bork, but some of the episodes are actually, like, they took our dialogue and actually typed the shit out.
That's like automated though, right?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
Which one?
Like,
it's called Podcast Index.
Yeah, which episodes?
It goes up to Mug a Mod Part 2, Powerless Episode 7. That's the last one that's got it done.
I know at the beginning there's like a free trial that I was using a site that you basically uploaded an audio file and it transcribed it.
Oh, that was the only one that had that. The other ones didn't. Okay, so Podcast Addict. We have a couple tags: leisure and comedy.
Yeah, that's
reviews.
That's set up.
No reviews on this one. Podchaser. Let's see. Nice reviews. No reviews on Podchaser. I'm really hoping doing this will help me find that German dude that's been listening to us, because I really want to find a way to get in touch with him.
What's the German term for massive biceps?
I don't know.
That'll be I'm sure.
No ratings on Pocket Casts. Deezer.
These what?
That's the name of the thing, Deezer.
Oh,
I want your cookies. I don't want your cookies, Deezer. I don't see anything on here about ratings or reviews either. Again, this is limited because I'm not signed up to these sites, so I only get so much information.
Well, we had this. You just have to log in. I mean, We had to sign up to make an account when we set these up.
No, I didn't. Oh, yes, you did. That's right. Some of them you did. Not all of them. Some of them.
Because if you log into, like, that's what I was saying, like with Apple Podcasts, like if you log into the account that you used to set it up, like it'll give you all the stats on the back end.
I don't remember what account. I'm pretty sure we used your business account that you linked to Buzzsprout as well. Which I won't make because we're live.
I don't know, whatever you did.
I didn't do it. You did.
No, you did. You did all of them except Apple. Yeah. When we first set it up, you did all of them except Apple. I already had an iTunes account and you didn't. And then I asked you like the next day or next week, like, what's the logins to look at them? And then you're like, yeah, I don't remember. I just fucking clicked.
Yeah. That sounds about right. It's about what I do. I can't even get on this one.
Interesting.
Honestly, I don't remember. I do remember that some of them did need that. But it wasn't all of them. It was specific ones. Like, I don't think Podcast Addict, I don't think Podchaser, any of these generic ones, not that they're generic, but they're not name brand. I don't believe I had to sign up for anything. I think it was more like Apple. I know I don't have a Spotify account, so I didn't sign up for that. I probably used my Amazon to do the Amazon Music one, but the rest of them, I don't think I needed to sign in for anything.
Oh, I guess that review didn't come over to Buzzsprout because Buzzsprout has like a review section where you can like.
Yeah, they have a RSS feed that people can click on and comment here.
I was thinking of the fan mail.
I didn't even see that.
Under episodes, there's a fan mail thing, but that's if they get to the Buzzsprout website.
Which I'm sure most of them don't. I had to use this website URL. That's how I did most of them.
Yeah.
Because I just had to put that in, and then it linked them to our account.
I'll be right back.
You're not allowed.
I gotta.
Yeah, I created the web page, and it just pulled the information off the website. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We just had 22 downloads on Tuesday. I was so focused on the other one, I didn't even think about Tuesday. That one goes all the way back to episode 5 of Barn Tome. Jeez. So yeah, it must be a new guy coming in.
I mean, if you're binging a podcast, you can get through a lot real quick.
Oh, most of ours are between 1 and 2 hours.
All right. 1 to 3. I'm gonna hit record on my end. When Donnie comes back, he can start. But I'm hungry and want to get to my tacos.
Okay.
Are we good on audio on Twitch? It looks like
Okay.
everyone's popping up.
I'm back. How are we looking?
Like potatoes. Dressed in clothing.
Good to go whenever you are.
Good.
Good to go whenever I am? I like the sound of that. All right. Starting Audacity. Hitting record. And recap. I cheaped out on the recap again. Another Cliff Notes. So,
You had like
actually, I was working on a lot of other stuff.
I know,
But
I'm just messing.
yeah. Last time on Powerless, or actually, welcome to AE D&D. We play D&D. We rotate. I'm Donnie Danger, and right now I am DMing my session, Powerless.
He's also got a really, really big head because he got a good review.
It only takes one.
One to get you started.
Yeah. Hey, oh, never mind. With us tonight is Kipnergus Splurgen,
Okay.
playing as Sledgehammer Disco. Bork.
Bork is eating currently.
Playing as Sparkstorm. And Manbear.
What?
Playing as Frequency. And it's been a few weeks. Been quite a few weeks. It's almost been a month, actually.
Nervous Splurgen, you took like a physics class for that, right?
A little bit, but it was a while ago. Why? What's up?
I was thinking today, I probably learned the answer at one point in time. Is momentum considered kinetic or potential energy? Or
Kinetic.
both?
Well, kinetic energy is momentum times velocity divided by 2. So it's the integral of momentum is kinetic energy. I never thought about that before.
Because I was thinking of it like as an if it could be considered. I assumed it was kinetic, but I was also looking like, can it be considered potential in the terms of like, if you like a car, I was driving, like a car is going 55 miles an hour down the road and it has X amount of kinetic energy. Can you look at that as just potential energy from that to slowing down? Or the momentum is equal to that the energy there, if you're looking at like the speed or the momentum as like the tank versus and I was debating, I'm like, I know it's kinetic, but I'm like thinking in the
I mean, kinetic energy and momentum are 2 different quantities, but they deal with the same units. Neither one would be considered potential.
Yeah, you're probably
right. Is that clear enough? Should I try to recap now?
Yep, sorry.
I don't even know what's going on. Kinetic energy and physics and Newton's laws.
Me neither. I'm in over my head here.
I thought Conor Richburger took physics classes before, and so I was really, it was a brain thought experiment I had in my head while I was driving, and I had to talk it out.
All right. So, without further ado, I'll do my best to summarize last session. Our heroes finally entered the big boss room to fight Anubis. He was inside of his giant mech,
Sounds like
which he
forever.
I mean, it was a couple sessions, it was like 3 sessions in his little labyrinth. But then you got there.
And I kicked him in his nuts.
Not yet. That's this session. That's this session.
I stabbed him in the hands and kicked him in the nuts. I specifically remember this.
Oh, maybe you did that at the very end. Okay.
Yeah, that was like as soon as I found him.
You didn't find him until the end of the last session, though.
I found him before the end. Because I was stabbing him.
Really?
Yes. Because I burrowed through the eyeball, I drank a potion.
You didn't even get to the burrow part yet.
No, I did that.
Yeah, no, he didn't get to that part yet.
He's saying I didn't even do it yet. He's saying I'm supposed to do it this session.
Yeah, I thought the end of the session, you finished burrowing through the eye, you finally found him. I'm like, what do? You're like, I stab him. Like, okay. That's all I got for now. We got to get ready for bed,
No,
guys.
see, I got through the whole stabbing part because I specifically stabbed him in his hands because he was playing a controller to control his robot. So I stabbed him in the hands to stop him from controlling his robot, and then I kicked him in the nuts, and then I think that's when we ended.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're talking about the end of the session versus. No, I thought he was still going at the beginning of our session.
Yeah, I'm let me recap here, Frequency. You really jumped right to the end there.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry, heroes. Yeah, it caught me a little off guard. I was a little surprised. So our heroes entered the boss fight, and Frequency started doing his thing. He climbed all the way up to the top. Actually, it started with them at the head level of Anubis' mech, and they kind of fought their way towards him. Sparkstorm hacked into some computers and delayed the merging of realms. Summoned up some drones. Frequency beelined his way to the Anubis mech and tried burrowing in. Despite how it sounded, it wasn't immediate. He had to work on it at first. And he had to get his foothold because it kept trying to swat him off. And eventually, he dealt enough damage that eventually it stood up. And he had to make some saves to not get completely flinged away. And he managed to retain his grip and continue trying to burrow through. And it was quite the ordeal trying to get through the skull of a giant mech because it was corrupted. And within the eye socket, all these little Apophis summons kept trying to spawn up and attack him, and he had to keep using his chill effect to suppress that power, which only worked if he used it, and two, it failed to save. And luckily, the dice was on his side for the most part regarding that. So he got through mostly just without, dying. Meanwhile, Sledgehammer and Sparkstorm were working their way up from the feet since they weren't climbing it when it stood up. And there were some weak spots on it, which they managed to attack and take out, which definitely helped because it had a lot of HP. Meanwhile, the weak spots were attacking. It had turrets. There was a whole bunch going on. Some other things that were happening. Villain failed his will save right off the get-go, and he wasn't in good shape to begin with. First, he tried blocking one of Anubis' giant laser blasts to save the party from a surprise attack that would have hurt them all a lot. And while he was doing that, he couldn't maintain his defensive field, and Frequency used that chance to stab him. Which, how bad that hurt, who can say? But then immediately he failed a will save from Anubis, and that didn't help, and he began hemorrhaging. So as soon as the Anubis mech stood up, Sparkstorm reluctantly saved Villain, and Hero showed up there too to catch him with his hand. It summoned a giant spatial construct hand, kind of like Green Lantern, but it looks like space and stuff. Anyways, with some quick thinking, Sparkstorm used Villain's own jacket to clog the wound. And because his clothes were immune to his own power, somehow. And Sparkstorm realized that and used that to basically prevent any of Villain's blood getting on him. Villain's blood was becoming antimatter. He was bleeding white, and it was just melting through everything it touched. Sparkstorm also noticed that. Hero, who was also there, used his powers to restrain the Anubis mech so that its arms, it couldn't use its limbs to attack, and it couldn't move around the field, so our heroes were free to just attack its body and climb up it while its turrets attacked them. Also, near the end of it, the Anubis mech was also summoning various bugs, infected bugs from around the server city that they were within. Our heroes could have been overwhelmed dealing with those on top of all the will saves that they had to make because they were constantly being bombarded with, all these will saves, frequency, Sparkstorm, Sledgehammer kept seeing all these horrible memories that they didn't like. It was being forced into their head, causing psychic damage. So they're taking a beating there too. Alleviating some of the aggro from the bugs was Gunshow and Bob, or Unit 303, arriving. Yeah, they arrived near the end and helped take out some of the big bugs. Bob wasn't looking good, though. He was looking really bad. He is heavily infected by the virus. So he's like going like crazy, just wailing away on things as we left off.
Real MVP.
And then he was doing good. He's trying to hold it together, but things aren't looking good for Bob. And Frequency did finally burrow his way through, and saw Anubis within the cockpit trying to control everything, and just went in and started doing his thing, stabbing him up, beating him up, knocking him around. And so that brings us to now. Was that a decent enough recap? Did I miss anything big?
Jeez.
Yes, I missed something big?
No.
Okay. Alright. And with that, I'm going to change the soundtrack.
Well, besides the fact that that one big bug decided to attack or get nearby Bob, and Sledgehammer and I were both scared for that bug.
Oh, there was one more thing. Sparkstorm was in constant contact, getting signals from him every turn, telling him the coordinates of the next attack from Anubis, because Sparkstorm was making sure his chronometer was working. Gadget Man was able to warn him through that. And he was telling the rest of his team where to go so that they wouldn't get hit by these giant AoE laser blasts. So that was good. Okay, now that's all I had.
Wait a second. Oh. Okay. I found my reminder. We're good.
All right. Okay. And with that, Frequency.
Yep.
We'll start with you since you're in the cockpit.
Uh-huh.
You see Anubis kind of curled up. He looks like he's crying. He's looking around like he's confused and lost now that his little headset and everything is like knocked off of him and controller's out of his hands.
And he got kicked in the nuts.
When he got kicked in the nuts.
Yes, and he's holding his
Why
nuts.
do you think his headset fell off? He kicked the nuts so hard it came right off.
You see a tear roll down his cheek as he's gripping his nuts, and he looks at you. Who are you?
Frequency? Hi.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Why did you hit me?
Because you tried to kill me, like, several times. And my buddies.
This is all just a game.
Do I look like a game? How do your nuts feel?
It hurt. It's not supposed to hurt.
Well, too bad. Nut up or shut up.
He gets up and says, No, I'm not helpless. And Frequency, roll a power save.
Power save. Let's see, what is my power save? Plus 6. 14.
You feel like several memories of yours are starting to slip through the cracks. You try to imagine your knife, and it seems to be slipping your mind where you left it. You're trying to remember why you're here. It's slipping your mind. Why? You're trying to remember what it is you came to do to this guy. It's slipping your mind. Pick one of those things to remember.
Well, just talking out loud here, not actually making an action just yet, but I'll be able to see my knives. They're in his hands. What was the other one besides remembering why I'm here?
Let me look.
It was my knife, why I'm here, and something else.
Oh, and what it is you wanted to do to him, if anything.
I don't really have a plan for him, so I'll just remember why I'm here, because that is the most important to Frequency. He's here to save Gizmo Girl and all that jazz. So I'm assuming the other two kind of slipped my mind. So roleplay fashion, as those slip my mind, I'll look down at the kid and I'll be like, "Who are you?" And then I'll look down and see both my laser daggers in his hands, and I'll be like, "I'm supposed to kill you." And I pull one of my daggers out of his hands.
All right. He makes a reflex save to try and get away from you. Probably not going to do well.
He fucked up erasing why I'm here, man. Like, I was only talking to him because kind of felt bad, but since I don't remember and there's a dagger in him, obviously I'm going to try to kill him.
Does a 15 pass your reflex?
Maybe. Reflex? Nope, it is 17 currently because I have a bonus.
He tries to duck away, and you just kind of lunge forward and rip it out of his hand quicker than he can even turn away. And he shrieks.
I put my dagger to his throat, and Frequency is a killer, don't get me wrong, and he's not afraid to kill. So this dagger is against his throat, like pointy edge, like ready to puncture him and go, "Hey, who are you? And why am I trying to kill you?"
I wish I knew. I can't remember anything anymore. It's been getting worse. What the fuck is happening? Why is there a crazy guy trying to kill me?
Well, my daggers were in your hands. I'm sure there was a reason. I know I'm in this crazy fucked up universe to try to save Gizmo Girl. So, if you don't know, I guess you're useless. I start to kind of like slide. This is really intimidation. Kind of sliding the dagger on his throat, cutting like a little deeper as I slide.
He feels a sharp, piercing pain across his throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I'm just gonna say he's fucking thoroughly intimidated. You can tell when somebody's pissing themselves, and you know that he's doing it right now, just from experience.
Okay, so in general, sticking with my character and how he is, even though I forgot who Anubis was, he still appears to be a weird-looking jackal kid, right?
Yep.
Namely, the kid part.
Yeah, more or less around Sparkstorm's age, maybe a little bit younger, but it's hard to tell because he doesn't look entirely human.
Yeah, well, since he looks like a kid and is currently pissing his britches, I'm not gonna take the pressure all the way off, because obviously I was stabbing him for a reason. What the hell?
What?
Canervous Splurgen whispered to me.
Oh.
Anyway, but he does look like a kid, and Frequency doesn't really like killing kids. So I'm going to pull my dagger away a little bit, but enough to keep him pinned down. And I'm going to be like, "You got about 3 seconds to explain yourself, kid. Otherwise, I'm going to finish the job."
As he begins, let's dial it back just a couple seconds and go to Sparkstorm. Sparkstorm. Sparkstorm.
Sparkstorm is currently in another room.
Sledgehammer.
Oh,
There is a giant black sphere slowly building around the bottom of the stage. You are, right where you are.
it's still growing.
Yeah, and you do see Bob kind of going berserk and Gunshow kind of looking very concerned near him. All the other bugs are thoroughly smashed.
Oh, there's no good answer, huh?
You see Bob kind of slowly walking towards Gunshow. Gunshow's like, hey, Bob, good job, good job, Bob.
Is that Bob?
Yep.
Cool. Let me check my inventory, see if I have any like Scooby snacks for robots or something. I don't want to have to put him down.
Well, I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna head up here and try and get between him and Gun Show and just try and like, hey man, it's over. Like, we won. Take a breather.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage,
I
just
imagine.
because.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to wash my hands. Hot peppers.
That
and
is an
stuff.
important practice.
Persuasion, is that under the intimidate skill?
Not unless you're trying to intimidate him.
I've been using, because he doesn't actually have a persuasion.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I've been using what was it?
Coercion.
Coercion for my persuasion.
Yeah, coercion more or less for making people act against whatever goal they originally had.
Unless I could offer him a drink. Because for some reason my drinking skill is like off the charts high.
Maybe because you're an alcoholic.
Hey, everyone has hobbies. I'll settle for coercion.
All right, whichever option sings to your heart. Okay, roll for it.
Not great.
He raises up his hands as if he's about to. Well, actually, he gets down like in a pouncing stance, and it looks like he's about to like lunge right at you. But he takes a knee right away, and he clasps his hands around his head. Says, "I want to change my wish. Don't want to be moderator. Don't want to hurt friends." And you see his hands trying to crush his own skull. Gunshow
there. I could totally save Bob right now.
Gunshow kind of tries to go up to Bob and try to hold his arms back, but it seems like Bob's like really strong right now, and you can see his skull slowly compacting under the weight of his own strength.
Save Bob! Come on, man.
Oh, Bob, you're like a brother to me. Okay, sorry. Let me get into Gunshow. Bob, you're like a brother to me. I can't. It's so hard right now. Anyways, Gunshow's really trying to help Bob, but he just isn't cutting it.
I think that's cue for Sledgehammer to either save Bob or let him die.
Yep, decision moment.
Fresh out of robot exorcisms, my guy. I look over to Sparkstorm, who's suddenly present, and I'm like, "Do you have anything?"
I shock him to kind of short circuit something, just so he I want to shock him and give him paralysis.
Basically, give him a hard reboot.
Yeah,
fly on up there and do that. I would say maybe that'd be like hacking. Again, I'd make you roll with disadvantage just because it's such a dire situation.
Well, I also have to change what scene we're on. Cool. Okay, my hacking. If you wish. Oh shit! Clicked the wrong thing. Okay, what is it? R2D D20 DH1. plus 19. 21.
I can't believe it. It's possible you could have failed that. But you didn't. Yeah. He actually kind of shorts out a little bit right there. Yeah, you would have had to have a 1 in order to fail it. He shorts out a little bit right there.
I almost did.
Your skill is pretty insane, but that's nice. And his head's crushing slows. You see his muscles loosen. The black tar that was within him still kind of seeps out. Gunshow kind of backs off. You know, he's got some of the tar on him, and his skin is kind of like sizzling. It's just like trying to brush it off. Ow, 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 ow.
He took 9 electric damage, non-lethally.
All right. And with that, Bob is momentarily incapacitated.
I turned to Sparkstorm. What now? Do you have an antivirus CD we can just, like, feed him, or what?
Oh, hold on.
I was trying to look into these guys when they woke us up in the middle of the night. Didn't get too far.
All right. The black hole is about that big, the private server. And you kind of just see Hero hovering up a little bit. He's like, something's not right. And he kind of vanishes. Villain's still there. I got a different sprite for him since he's covered in his own blood right now.
What on earth did he do to himself?
Hero kind of just blips out. His hand is kind of still there holding Villain for a little while. Villain sort of hovers up. And he gets kind of up over here. Oh. Thanks. Sparkstorm.
Yeah, don't mention it. Happy to help.
Fuck. I think I was wrong. Shit. Sorry for being such a douche.
Okay.
Nothing like waking up in a strange dimension covered in blood to give you a moment of clarity.
And with that, we're back to frequency.
What's up, yo?
Meanwhile, I'm a 16-year-old, and I'm like, okay, you acted like a douche. Yeah. I'm expecting people to act like douches.
So you basically got Anubis quivering in front of you. Roll another power save.
Dude, gotta stop fucking with my memory. $15 this time.
All right, you feel your entire identity slipping away. You're beginning to forget who you even are. You feel as though you can't remember what your powers even are. And you're, again, forgetting where you even are. Pick one of those to remember.
Before I pick one, because these are all pretty fucking detrimental, I have the Star Force of Freedom.
Is that what you picked today?
That's what I always pick. It's
all right.
Natural pick.
And you didn't use it?
We've talked about this. No, I have not. So
None
I
of
would
us have
like
used
to...
the Star Force That should be long rested.
Well, I used
right.
it once, but not since a long rest. Yeah. Yeah, I want to use that, free my mind. It does say that I can free from mental thingies.
That's exactly what it can do. So you use that and you feel as if you just dodged a bullet.
Do I understand that he is trying to erase my memories, or is it just a feeling that somebody is trying to erase my memories?
I'll have you actually roll knowledge or perception. Let's do that.
You want perception?
Yep.
Perception. 7.
Well, that's not very good, but he seems pretty
I
clueless
said
himself.
+7. Give me a second to actually roll.
I thought you said us 7.
No. 23.
Okay. Judging by how he's carried himself this entire time, it seems he has no control over his own power. It's even affecting him.
Cool. So he's forgetting his own shit, and I just used my freedom power to fix myself. But he is a kid, and he is a dumbass. I have to weigh this. Honestly, I'm going to err on the side of caution, just because he cannot control his power. And I'm going to slit his throat.
All right. You go to slit his throat, and just before you do, kind of hard light barrier appears and blocks your knife. And Hero just appears in the control room.
I look at him and go, "What are you doing, pretty boy?"
It's been enough death lately. And I'm a hero.
Nobody's actually died. And this kid can't even control his powers. So if somebody doesn't put a stop to him, he's going to erase all his own memories and everybody else around him. Be a hero and fuck off while I do the dirty work.
1, say that to all the meta men out there. And 2, that's what I'm doing. And he grabs Anubis. And you kind of see this light appear between... Well, it's not light. This star stream. It looks kind of spatial. This kind of string of spatial energy appear between him and Anubis. He sort of seems to take some...
Before he takes off and disappears, I want to use my hot cold, because that is by sight, and I want to cool him. If I'm not using it on my weapons, I can use it at a distance.
Do you want to do that while he's doing this, or...
Yeah, basically, I'm trying to cut off his supply of magic before he disappears with the kid.
You're assuming he's trying to take the kids somewhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, this is good.
I don't know. That's what frequency feels like. He's trying to run away with this kid because fucking he's a hero and he can't do dirty work. Give me a second. So it's +5. I rolled a 13.
That doesn't... He manages to defend himself from your effect.
I figured. I'm just not going down without a fight, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And he does that. He does his thing, and the spatial energy kind of goes away. It kind of goes poof. And he says, "There. Nobody needs to forget anything anymore."
I look around and I go, fuck you do?
I took a big part of his power from him. I can't take it all, though. More like I made a connection.
You and Villain both need to stop stepping in on this shit. You're gonna get yourselves killed. I don't even like you. And I don't want you to die. That's why I do the dirty work. I kind of glare at him.
Dirty work doesn't always need to be done.
Yes, it does. If everybody lived like you do, Hero, the whole universe would have died like the ones we've already been to. And don't even lie to me. I know you've been to the other universes. I saw it in your face last time we talked.
He seems a little genuinely confused. As we talked.
Fuck. Got the wrong time. I kind of mumble that. I don't know if he can hear me or not, but then I just kind of flip him off. I drop Anubis and I go, "You take care of this punk then." And I walk out the eyeball.
He kind of looks a little confused. I mean, I wasn't going to take him anywhere, but damn.
Well, you stopped me from doing what I wanted to do. Now you get the responsibilities of the crazy kid who can't control his powers.
That's not fair. I just came to save the day, and I did it.
Well, you saved the day. Save the kid.
Come on! I got places to be.
So do I. I give him a peace sign and I walk out the eyeball.
Fuck. And you kind of just hear a blip as he says that. And he blips away with Anubis.
If anybody can save the kid, it's him. Frequency gives him shit because he doesn't believe in doing anything dirty, but he also understands that Hero is truly a hero. So if anybody can save the kid, it's him. Frequency would be a bad role model at best.
All right. And with that, Anubis has more or less been dealt with. Seems Bob is under control. And Frequency, you see within the control room, the control panel is still lit up.
I walk over to it.
All right. And you see open back door is one of the buttons.
Being that Frequency is only like 22, he kind of smiles and goes, back door, and then pushes the button.
I'd be disappointed
All
if
right.
they didn't.
And you see kind of this doorway appear within the control room.
Bet you that's where all this black sludge is coming from. The back door.
Yeah, the black sludge comes out the back door once in a while, man. It really does.
Oh shit! Wrong coloring button here. There we go. There we go. There's the back door.
Okay, I go in it. This is probably a very, very bad idea, and this may be the end of Frequency, but I go in the door.
You could have gone on. All right. Frequency, roll reflex.
Yep, totally gonna die. Remember me. Ooh, 25.
All right.
I think you're okay.
You see fucking
Fuck.
evil, corrupted Gizmo Girl reach out and try to fucking just latch onto you.
As soon as I see her, I go, I already forgot you. And then if she misses, I would like to take an attack of opportunity because she jumped into my space and stab her.
She misses.
Especially since I can do that with my ability. Plus 5, plus 5, so total of 10. Plus 10. Okay, I got a 27 and a 15.
They both hit.
2d6 plus my damage is plus 5. And then I don't have any strength, so I don't get anything from that. So just plus 5. Oh wait, no, my laser daggers are plus 1, aren't they? Nope, just regular d6. So d6, 2d6 plus 5. Wow, shitty roll. That's 6 and a 6, so 12.
Yeah, she kind of chuckles as you stab her full of holes.
Not done yet. Since when do I ever attack without having my weapons imbued? You should know this by now. Okay. Damage is +5. And my power effect is +3? No, +5 as well. So damage is +10. 12 and an 11. Cold damage, by the way. So she's got to pass a fortitude check. She passes the fortitude check. But I can't believe she survives fucking 23 plus 13, 33, 36 fucking damage. She's still alive.
I mean, dealt some pretty shitty rolls. And they're not as soft as you think, actually. Just because you deal a lot of damage and usually kill them in one turn.
I didn't actually go full out either. I didn't activate my my one that allows me to stab 3 times. I also didn't activate Hot Cold Plus. I just did regular Hot Cold.
Yeah. I mean, it survives. But before we continue on with that, everybody outside sees the black hole continuing to expand. Sparkstorm, you get a notification from Gadget Man saying he's found a way to get inside. He notices several instabilities within your region. He knows a way to stabilize it. Just avoid the instabilities.
Can I reply? Is this
Sure.
like a two-way communication or only a one-way?
I mean, he probably... You don't have a direct way to communicate with him, but he's probably got a connection to your gridometer. If you text anything, he might know.
I type out, it's a fucking black hole. Of course it's an instability. I could see it.
You see message read.
Fucking
He doesn't respond.
leaving me on red. Sledgehammer, roll a perception check for me. Or for yourself, but
Sure.
I want you to roll a perception check.
$11.
Yeah, you weren't looking directly at that. You probably don't notice.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. I kind of go like, well, so
Is it the bleeding out child, the possessed robot, or the growing black hole? Ooh, or the dying mech. There's a lot going on.
do you, yeah, I don't know how to get back, and there's a big black hole right there. We know where frequency is? I think we need to kind of group up and then pick a direction and fucking run like that wind.
Last I saw, he went up. I don't know where.
Okay.
You guys want to roll a knowledge check?
Yeah, fuck it, I will.
I mean, given his penchant for attacking balls, this thing doesn't have any twixt the leg. Well, no, that was already attacked. The only other balls left are the eyeballs, so we can take a safe guess.
Can I roll a knowledge on like what this black hole thing is?
Well, I mean, you kind of know from past experience, but if you want to know more, you can roll knowledge, yeah.
What past experience?
You saw that Anubis used this against Villain during their confrontation on Ryukon, and it more or less swallowed him inside of it for a whole day. Only vanishing when Villain left the area. I mean, when Anubis left the area.
So I am pretty certain that Anubis is causing this black hole. Kind of like the laser beams.
To your knowledge, yeah. He's probably the one causing this.
I yell. And I say, Frequency, get that fucking kid to stop! Or I'm gonna come in there and there's gonna be nothing left of him.
Pretty sure he's gone already. I'm busy fighting the purple lady, so I doubt I even hear him.
All right. And with that, Villain kind of just hovers over here and just kind of slowly makes a controlled burrow with his light beam. He's got to be in here somewhere. Don't worry, I'm not gonna blow through its skull and kill him. Gonna make a hole. And Villain kind of slowly makes kind of this doorway-sized thing through his throat, leading up to the control chamber where Frequency is. Frequency, it does get dangerously close to your foot, this white light. But it does stop short, just shy of it. All of you guys kind of like see like this giant hole going from its under its chin up into its dome. And you see Frequency fighting this fucked up looking Gizmo Girl creature.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I look over and see the sludge. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that works. All right. I'm going to say, let's see if initiative is still intact. Yep, let's go off of the initiative we have set. And Sparkstorm, you're up.
Is there anything to attack?
You do see this thing standing in front of Frequency.
But if he only cut a small axis hole, like, are we even close enough to like see up and in?
From where you are, yeah, you might just see Frequency's lower torso. You might see like this weird sort of lower interior. It's hard to make out what's happening in there.
I call out, hey Frequency, are you done yet? We need to go find Gizmo Girl. And get out of here.
Well, this fake ass Gizmo Girl decided to, pop up and try to kill me again. So give me a minute.
Do you need some help?
I mean, sure. For roleplay and all you podcast listeners out there, Frequency may be acting calm, but I'm legit just about dead. So he's like all beat up and bloodied and bruised, and his hands might be shaking a little bit with the daggers that are impaled in this weird purple lady. He's just straight fucked right now.
At the here of sure with the slight please in it, I fly up the hole that Villain just cut open. I'm like, oh, you again. And as I fly up, Frequency, you may notice that I don't necessarily look good. In a sense, like, you feel a weird, like, you almost feel like there's static cling in the air.
Okay.
And I fly up and like you look at me, and there's like arcing happening all around my body.
Well, great. Don't shock me, dickhead.
Which isn't normal.
No, normally you got pretty good control.
So yeah, I fly up. I'm like, oh, you. Yeah, we don't have time for you. And I use both my hands and do double shocks with 2 double shocks. So that's 4.
I'm doing something wrong here, and I'm not sure what.
What's that?
It's a spray can for condensed air to spray my keyboard clean, but I can't get the damn thing to work.
Don't you just pull
Anyway,
the
Sparks.
trigger?
I'm pulling the trigger. There's this weird tab, and I don't know if I got to pull it off or not. I'm thinking
Oh yeah,
maybe.
just rip it off the top.
Okay. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, what's that? A 26, 11, a net 20, and a 19.
3 of those hit. The 11 misses.
Yo.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
A side note, after Sparkstorm like nukes this chick.
She takes 79 electric damage to the face.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Incinerator, just gone. Erased from existence.
So that side note, we should be calling it pretty soon here. I do have to work in the morning.
Hang on, I have to calculate MP on that. Still not enough.
Okay. This isn't a bad spot to leave off. So yeah, our heroes find themselves in a curiously perilous situation. The private server black hole continues to expand from underneath. A mysterious back door stands within the control room, and horrors emerge from within. Meanwhile, they're waiting on Gadget Man to deliver on whatever reassurance he just promised them. Who knows when that will happen. And Bob, infected as he is unconscious for the time being. However long that lasts. Meanwhile, at least on the bright side, Hero did disappear with Anubis, so nobody has to worry about forgetting a bunch of shit anymore. That's nice.
Yeah, but what about Black Hole?
Black Hole continues to grow. And where our heroes will go, find out next time on Powerless.
Yay!
Yeah.
I hope you have more shit for me to attack.
I feel like at least one of us is pretty over attacking.
Pretty over like everything, but now we got a big back door to explore, and I've got fucking 18 MP and 20 health points.
Oh, okay, so you're doing all right.
No, I'm not.
Well,
Hey, look, I only have 11 HP more than you. Does that make you
How'd
feel
you
better?
get all fucked up?
Will saves and some other shit really fucked my day.
Psychic damage.
Yeah.
well, I spent like 3 turns absorbing energy from this mech. So I had about double my max MP. When I still have too much.
So you're going first through the back door next time. Got it. I'll follow behind.
Well, I was planning.
Taking sloppy seconds through the back door.
I was planning on nuking the mech, but all of a sudden the mech just powered down right after I spent 3 whole turns charging up for a mega attack. And now I'm just standing here with all this pent up energy, literally.
I pushed some buttons and things happened.
Your fucking man is turning blue.
You know, you could just scream and go Super Saiyan Sparkstorm.
I mean, I was going to if we were gonna just like if Gadget Man just walked up like, oh, time to go. Be like, oh, hold on, let me fucking nuke this building real quick.
Hey, maybe you'll have a chance to use that on something.
I did. She's now dust.
Oh,
Yeah, but you can attack the dust.
Oh, I heard there's a back
Chain-
door I have to attack.
chain lightning through the dust particles, atomize them.
gotta make sure there's nothing left.
You dumb Ben forgot.
I'm sick of seeing her as well. So
Yeah.
I want the real one. Give us the real one.
Maybe soon. You know, it's all been building up to seeing actually Gizmo Girl. You know, maybe we'll get to that soon.
Are we all signed out and logged out and everything so I can stop my recording?
All right, podcast line. We're headed off. Got work tomorrow and stuff like that. I apparently have a train to catch at 4:30 in the morning.
Sounds fun.
Hello.
Bye.
All right, no longer recording.
All right.
Sounds good. Export audio. Export to computer.
Select
9.
the audio for click removal. Okay, sure. Let's.
Man.
Just hit Control
Where's
A.
the select all button?
Export.
Hey, would you look at that?
No, I would not.
Yeah, you have fun with that. I was actually save it in case you make a mistake.
Oh, well, I already did the thing. It's taking 10 seconds to scrub an hour of audio. I need a faster computer. This is embarrassing. Alright.
We can't even make fun of Donnie for it anymore because he actually got a better computer.
Yeah, still trying to work on the export thing though.
No longer
Oh.
has the brick.
Yeah, it's better. I'm trying to think. Actually, there's some games I'm looking forward to, but I'm so comfortable with console gaming. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to get it on Steam or if I'm just like Hades 2. Will I just get it for the Switch too? I have it.
Nothing.
You actually got a Switch too?
Yeah.
I haven't. I don't know if I really plan on buying it or not, to be honest.
I mean, to be real, it is kind of. It feels dumb that's even a thing. But I'm also a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah, but Nintendo is really some of the shit I've been reading and hearing. Nintendo is like pissing me off.
It's pissing a lot of people off. They're releasing games for like $70. Their games never go on sale. Their DLC is like $30.
That's not even what I'm talking about. Did you hear that?
Are you talking the whole Power
your
World
Nintendo?
No,
not Power World. Your Switch 2. There's a contract in there that you probably didn't even read when you bought it that says that Nintendo can go in if you break any of their rules, they can restrict your right to play. So your Switch 2 basically just becomes a fucking $400 paperweight.
I mean, you'd have to be like doing some weird shit to break those rules.
Nope. You know how people sometimes hack consoles? Not to do
jailbreak
crazy shit. Yeah, they jailbreak consoles. If you jailbreak your console, they'll shut it down. You won't be able to play it anymore. At all.
Damn.
And on top of that, what another thing they've done that I've heard about and read about is that now you're not buying the game. You're buying the right to play the game. You don't own the game. Even if you buy a hard copy, what you're buying will put in a code that'll give you to their site, which allows you to play the game. They can take away that right whenever they want.
That's been PC gaming for the past like decade.
They say that's already been a thing with like if you buy anything off their online store.
Yeah, but even if you buy a hard copy with Nintendo, now the hard copies are basically just passkeys.
I haven't bought hard copies for 2 console generations.
Yeah, I agree
I haven't
with
bought
you.
a hard copy in a while either. It's just it's the premise of it. The fact that, you buy something, that means you own it. Not according to Nintendo. If you buy it, You're just buying the rights to play the game. You don't own that game.
Yeah, that's how it is. You're purchasing the right to play their software. That's how it is with a lot of companies.
It's same as like if you buy a movie on like Amazon Prime, like Prime Video, technically you're just buying the right to watch it. But like,
and they can take it down.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Well, like there's some limitation. Like they could take it off the catalog, but if you bought it, like you can still play it. But if they just completely remove it from the servers, it's like, it has nothing to play from then at that point.
But the difference I'm getting at here is with that though is like that's the risk you take buying anything online. Like you guys said, that's PC gaming. That's anything online. When you're downloading it online, that's what you agree to. Nintendo, from what I read, took it to the point where, for example, using Amazon Prime, if you buy a movie, you own that movie. You don't have a passkey to go watch the movie on Amazon. You own the movie. If you buy a physical game from PlayStation, you own the game. You don't have a passkey to go play the game on their servers. You can play it offline. With Nintendo, you buy a hard copy, you still don't own it. You're buying a passkey to play their game on their servers.
Yes, I will agree with you that they went full force, like they went full into the deep end on that. I will tell you that's not necessarily a new thing, because there are plenty of games where you have the disc, like for PlayStation, you have the disc or Xbox, you put it in, and before you even can play the game, it has to download the game off the servers.
Well, no, yeah, you're right.
Even
you have to download.
It still has to connect to a server.
You can still play without being connected to the internet.
No, I'm saying
generally, but there are games there without internet they just will not let you play.
Yeah, there's some games for the PlayStation. If you buy the disc and your system's not connected to the internet, you can install it off the game, but you only install like the setup process, and you don't actually install the game because it has to download the game from the servers. There are some games like that, so there was a precedent.
Even once it's fully installed.
Well,
if you don't have an internet connection, it just won't, and it's not because it's a massive server thing. It's like DRM shit.
Yeah, I was that. Yeah, I know that's a thing, but I was saying like the more like what he was saying. There's some that like if it's like the disc that it holds doesn't even hold the entire game. It just holds enough to start the install process, and then it just
and then you have to be connected to the internet to download it. But then once you have it downloaded, it's yours to do with as you please. PlayStation can't go on and say you can no longer play this game.
Yeah, if you had connected it to the internet and downloaded it, yeah.
Yes, after you've downloaded it, it is your copy. You can do what you want with it. Again, with Nintendo, that's not the case anymore. Now it's still theirs. So if you download their game and they decide you can't play that game anymore, granted, they're probably not going to. The part that irritates me is the fact that they put this clause in there. They can take away your right to play literally any game you have bought from them.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I was just saying the precedent was there because, like, in the part that I was describing, if you weren't connected to the internet, you'd still buy a game and then be SOL because you have to download the game.
Well, yeah,
like
you're right there.
That was the part I was arguing, was the precedent was there on the fact of not having a, like, you buy the physical copy, but that's not the actual game. It was a fake disc versus like just a passkey of downloading off the store. Redeem code.
I'm not a Nintendo defender. I am a Nintendo fanboy, and I will say you are right to be mad. I bought the Switch 2, and even their HDMI port for the Switch 2 will not take the HDMI cord from the Switch 1. It just won't transmit information through. Yeah, I thought, I have the Switch 1, HDMI port's in there. I could just unplug it from my Switch 1, put it in my Switch 2. And I was sitting there scratching my head for like 20 minutes, like, why is it not transmitting anything? It's just an HDMI cord. And then I was just like, okay, fuck it. don't know. It's HDMI. I've only ever dealt with one HDMI.
It's
Yeah, see,
HDMI
that's
1,
the thing,
HDMI
like-
2, HDMI 2.1, HDMI 2.2, HDMI 2.3. Which one?
They both look like the exact same cord.
Oh no, it is. It's just the processing and the port thing.
Maybe they are different. I unplugged the one from my Switch and put in the one that came with the Switch 2, and it worked.
Yeah, that's. I agree with you. That's stupid because I've transferred HDMI cords from several different types of systems to different other systems, and some run better than others, which is what Dan was saying. Like they're better variations,
No,
but
it's
they
just
all
HDMI being
work.
shit, and like they don't have proper like signifiers. Like USB 3 is supposed to have the blue port. Like USB 2 has just the normal gray port or whatever. USB 3 is supposed to have the blue port, and HDMI is like, nah, let's not color code it or whatever. And
A hole's a hole.
yeah, and so like Switch 2 dock might be set up for HDMI 2.2, and if you use, and the one that came with the first Switch was like HDMI 2, that's not compatible.
I didn't
Okay,
even know
Donnie.
that.
I mean they might be, but like they might not be. I don't know the details of it too much. I'm PC, so I switched to DisplayPort.
That is the correct answer. Donnie, you excited for season 3 of One Punch Man?
When is that coming out? I just saw like a headline. I didn't look into it.
October.
Well, that's good. Yes, I am excited. You know, I've
Yeah,
actually
next month.
I kept up with the webcomic, the one from the original author and the new one.
Oh, okay.
I kind of hope they go with the original author's script on it. But man, it could be so good. I'm not going to spoil
I'm
anything.
excited.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think Garo's got to be one of my favorite anime bad guys of all time, though. I gotta say.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, guys, I'm shutting down and going to bed. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay, later.